Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Phrasal Verb Quiz Part 21. In this video, you must choose the correct word to complete the phrasal verb in each question. You may need to pause the video at each question to think of your answers. Are you ready for another challenging quiz? All right, here we go. Number 1. And the answer is the government has promised to crack down on the sale of illegal drugs over the next few months. If you crack down on something, you take a strong action against it, or even take a strong measure against it, and it's usually used in this kind of a context with the government doing something they're cracking down on. It means that maybe they're trying to enforce it a little bit more. They're taking actions against something. And in our example, the government is taking action against the sale of illegal drugs. All right, number 2. And the answer is, in order to meet the demand for our new health products, we need to speed up production. Now, speed up here just means to increase the speed of something or to make something move faster. And that's the case in this example. What they're talking about, their company needed to make products or make more health products. So they had to speed up. Or I guess we could even say to quickly increase the production. You got it? All right, number 3. And the answer is, I love Sundays because I'm able to sleep in instead of getting up early before going to work. If you sleep in, basically it means to sleep longer than usual. And most of the time it's on purpose, right? Even though you can sleep in by mistake. But in this case, this person was talking about Sundays, probably their day off, and they could sleep in. They could sleep longer than they usually do. All right, number 4. And the answer is, it took him over 5 years before he broke into the film industry, and now he is a well-known star. In this case, to break into something is to establish a career in a particular field or industry or profession, something like that. And in this case, the person was trying to become maybe a movie star, and he was trying to break into the field, into the film industry, and he did. He established himself and became a well-known star. All right, number 5. And the answer is, after spending most of the afternoon discussing the problems at school, the principal told us that he would carry over the discussion until tomorrow. Now, if you carry over something, you defer it or transfer it to a later point in time. And that's what happened in this case. They were discussing, or the principal was discussing problems at school. It was probably too much for that time period. So he told them that he would carry it over, that he would transfer it into the next day's discussion. All right, number 6. And the answer is, in the beginning of the year, sales were down. But after around April, sales picked up and our store was very busy. If something picks up, like in this example, it increases or improves. So the sales were down in the first part of the year, but then when April came, they picked up, they increased, all right, or improved. That's what picked up means here. All right, number 7. And the answer is, when I was in college, I was so poor that I lived off instant noodles and eggs. If you live off something, it's just you survive by consuming only a certain amount of something. And in this case, the person was so poor that they couldn't afford anything other than noodles and eggs, very cheap. So they lived off it. They survived by eating it. That's what it means here. All right, number 8. And the answer is, I can speak for my brother, who also feels that this arrangement will not work out well for our family. If you speak for someone, you speak on their behalf. And in this case, the person was speaking on behalf of his brother, who probably agreed with him. Well, he did agree with him about whatever this arrangement was. So he spoke for him, he spoke on his behalf. You got it? All right. Number 9. And the answer is, I had my car for over 10 years, and last week it finally gave out. So now I have to replace it, and it will probably be expensive. If something gives out, it wears out, or it stops working. And that's what happened with this person's car. It gave out, it died, or it stopped working properly. All right, this is how we use this phrasal verb. Okay, the final question, number 10. And the answer is, after our taxes leveled off, the economy in our community grew exponentially. If something levels off, it stays the same. It's very steady. It no longer increases. And that's what happened here. Maybe the taxes were going up, were increasing. If they level off, they stop increasing and they remain steady. And that was really good for the economy of this person's community. That's all for this video. Did you learn any new phrasal verbs? If you did, let me know in the comments section, okay? Thanks again for subscribing, and remember what I always say, keep practicing! See you next time!